sis, you need to cut it. In my OT Genesis voice. Giving yourself a hard time for all that you're doing and it not giving the results you think it should. You're saying all the affirmations, you're writing out your goals, you are manifesting on paper, but if you are honest, your energy, it's still rooted in lack. You are doing the work, but the truth is you're working from a place that's quietly whispering, I don't have enough, I'm not enough, and I need to earn it. And that's the real block. Because you can't attract overflow while you're still vibrating in survival or scarcity mode. You can't call in abundance when your daily habits are still screaming, I have to hustle to deserve this. Today, we are shifting that energy. We are going to fix the root and not just decorate the surface. If you are nodding along right now, I see you. Let's go deeper. You've been playing small long enough. It is time to speak life into your life. These aren't just your regular schmegular affirmations. They're your main character activations. Say it loud. I am the main character and I live it. Download your power affirmations in the show notes below. You've made it to Confident and Empowered, the Encourage Over Everything show, where main character energy meets deep soul level transformation. I'm Letitia Hopkins, and this is your reminder that you are worthy, ready, and already becoming the version of you who leads her life with clarity, confidence, and wholeness. Now, all you have to do is make the decision to be her on repeat. Hey friend, let's jump right in. Let's talk through the sneaky ways lack energy is showing up. And I say sneaky because lack isn't always obvious. It's not just about money. And it's not always about having stuff. Lack is an energetic posture. It shows up when you over-explain yourself, whether in person or in emails, apologize for simply existing, feel guilty resting because there's always so much to do, or downplay your desires because they feel too much, or my favorite, stay in relationships that drain you because you fear rejection or being alone. It's my favorite because that's probably the one that I had to work through the most. Lack energy hides behind your hustle, in people pleasing, and over functioning. It's sneaky because survival mode becomes so familiar, it feels safe. But safe doesn't always mean aligned. I've been there too. Chasing, striving, grinding, thinking if I do more, I'll finally get the peace I'm craving. I remember back in my corporate days as a senior leader, my to-do list was at least 50, 11 years long, honey. Now, to know me is to know I do love to throw a good 20 on a 10, but friend, this is no exaggeration. And that to-do list was always taunting me. It was straight up laughing in my face, creating so much shame and guilt because I could work 24 hours a day for the next year and still not put a dent in it. My worth was so tied to my performance. And while there were so many ways I was being a high performer, my to-do list was that constant reminder of where I was falling short. Friend, tell me I am not alone. Do you know this feeling too? Are you feeling it at work, in motherhood, in your relationships, or even your friendships? But this is what took me so long to realize. You don't hustle your way into alignment, you embody it. This is where I came up with my big three. And no, I'm not just talking about the league that Ice Cube got going on. Although, shout outs to the big three because it definitely keeps me entertained. My big three was picking three top priorities for me, not everyone else, but I picked three things that I wanted to work on first thing in the morning for the first hour of my workday. So I'd log in and I'd look through my emails just to make sure that I didn't have anything from my leadership team. To make it easier, they were color coded. So if I didn't see any of their colors pop in, that meant there was no emergency that I needed to tend to. Now, this is crucial, friend, because emails can feel like everything has a sense of urgency to it, but if everything is a priority, then nothing really is. So once we establish there's no emails from the leadership team, nothing is urgent, then I'd move into my big three. And once I did those three things, then I could take on the rest of my day. Emails, meetings, all of the things. And you know what happened when I started taking care of my top three priorities every day? I started to feel like I was a priority throughout my own life. I started feeling like I was actually making progress because I set my day up for success at the start of my day. And everything else that was completed after that was gravy. And it built even more momentum for more success. My worth was redefined by what was important to me. And then I could pour into my team and everything else from that place. Friend, this is what you deserve, to be a priority on your list and pour into everyone and everything you love from a place of overflow, all because you loved yourself first. Confidence isn't a vibe, it's a decision. Let's build it. You become confident by embodying it right now. And I've got just a tool to help you do exactly that. The main character confidence checklist is your free glow up guide to help you walk in rooms more confidently, speak up louder, and show up like the star you are. It's simple, it's powerful, and it works because confidence isn't about faking it. It's about remembering who you are. Download the checklist now using the link in show notes, and baby, don't just check the boxes, own them. Now, let's be soul for real for a second. And yes, if you started singing Candy Coated Raindrops in your head, you are my soul sister, okay? Now, this combo isn't candy coated, but it is the real deal. Lack feels safe because it's predictable. You know what to expect in lack. You know how to function in chaos. You've probably become a pro at functioning in chaos, actually, meaning you know how to perform when things are hard. You can juggle responsibilities, fix problems, carry everyone's weight, and still show up with a Coke and a smile. But receiving, and being still, trusting that you are worthy of more without performing for it, allowing yourself to be held, loved, and supported without earning it, that's where things tend to get uncomfortable. And trust, it's not by mistake. We've all been taught to equate struggle with success. You've been conditioned to feel useful or like you add value only when you're fixing, striving, performing. And it shows up throughout your life in so many different ways. Maybe you're scared to get your hopes up for that promotion, the relationship, the business, that dream, because you fear the disappointment will be too heavy to carry if it doesn't work. You have these big, bold desires, launching that business, starting that family, moving into a life that feels fully yours. But there's this sneaky little whisper in the background telling you why it won't happen or why it won't happen for you. So then you keep those desires quiet because if you don't fully acknowledge them, you can't be fully let down. But here's the thing, those silent fears, they're still working overtime and actually they're louder than ever. It's like the mom who's learned how to tune out the loud noise of the kids, and then you only become aware of it when company is over and suddenly they're yelling at you to be heard over what you consider to be just a regular Tuesday. Those fears you think of as just whispering are very much blaring on the megaphone, and they seep into every conversation, every decision, every opportunity you second guess yourself on. They actually become the true frequency you're operating on. The true block isn't that you don't know how to manifest. It's that your fears, doubts, and inner lack loop are just louder than your desires. That's the true block. You're out here trying to affirm abundance is mine while your energy is still co-signed to I'm not enough. But that stops now. Lack is just a familiar frequency. It's a low frequency. It's like that low level hum in the background of your life that blocks every high frequency blessing that's been trying to find you. And when you are anchored there, you'll block every high frequency blessing. The longer you stay in lack, the more you'll settle for crumbs and call it being grateful. But, friend, you are not here to nibble on crumbs. You are here to feast at a table that was already set for you, where overflow is the standard. Abundance isn't even that far off. It's not a one day, maybe if I work harder kind of a reward. Abundance is a frequency you choose to live in now. Abundance is so much about being present. It's not waiting on you to be ready. It's just waiting on you to align. When you start to shift how you see yourself, when you start treating yourself like a woman who already receives with ease, your energy shifts first, and then your life catches up. You are not here to dip your toe into overflow. You are here to dive in fully, boldly, and unapologetically. You are not hoping for blessings to show up. You are expecting them because your alignment commands it. The next step, it's not about strategy. It's about moving in the world like a woman who already knows her abundance is secured. That's the shift we're making together. Not someday, not after you've done enough, but now. This next step, it's how we bring this into real life. Friend, you know there's more for you, more confidence, more clarity, more alignment. But somewhere along the way, you stopped asking yourself what you really want. And it's time to reconnect, to remember who you are before the doubt, the pressure, and the perfectionism took over. The main character energy journal prompts are your daily invitation to step back into your power, to get honest, to dream boldly, to see yourself again. This is where the identity shift actually begins. Not just with words, but with truth, with self-awareness, with you. Start your journaling journey today and write your way back to the most magnetic, aligned, and unstoppable version of yourself. You are not just chasing your next era, you are being her. Grab the main character energy journal prompts now in the link in the show notes, okay? All right, now we've reached your favorite part of the episode, and it's probably mine too. That's where your main character moves exist, the self-love two-step. Now, to know me is to know I love me a good two-step because everybody can do it and it always gets the party started. It doesn't matter, young, old, good, or bad knees, honey. Everybody can do a good two-step. All right, now let me quit playing. We are not here to be faking high vibes. It's about rewiring your body, mind, and spirit to operate from a place of, I am enough. My wholeness is here now. Let's start with these powerful shifts. So, the challenge this week is the two step for the overflow embodiment activation. Step one, identify one area where lack has been leading you. Maybe it's how you are undercharging in your business. Maybe it's overgiving in a relationship. Maybe it's staying busy to avoid being still. Maybe it's in the urgency you place on every task, like the world is on fire. Wherever it is, whatever it is, call it out. The key is to bring what's been silently sabotaging you from the darkness bring it on into the light. Now that you have shined a light on it, it can't harm you. Now it's out in the open and you've taken its power away in order to give your power and focus where it really belongs, which is onto your desires. Step two is to take one aligned action from a place of overflow. Place your hand to your heart and say no without explaining. Raise your prices. Take a rest day and feel no guilt. Handle your big three priorities before answering everyone else's list of demands, aka emails. The goal isn't to fix it all today. It's to move differently now because overflow isn't waiting for a perfect version of you. It's waiting for the aligned version of you. Now, let me pour into you real quick. Friend, you don't have to live in lack anymore. You don't have to make decisions from fear, scarcity, or I hope it's enough. You are not here to let lack lead you and drive you around. You are here to let alignment lead you. Lack will always have you hustling for breadcrumbs, shrinking to be chosen, and exhausting yourself in rooms where you were meant to own the table. But overflow shifts how you walk into a room. It shifts how you ask for what you desire. It shifts how you rest, receive, and expect goodness to meet you. This is your moment to stop outsourcing your abundance to hustle, to people, and to strategy. It's time to bring it back home to you. You are not becoming abundant, you are abundance. You realize this when you start acknowledging all the places abundance already exists in your life. Some people call it being grateful. I like to see it as a way of acknowledging abundance is right here, right now. Are you in good health? Is your family healthy and happy? Do you have an amazing friend group, even if it's just a couple of you or a few of you? Do you live in a great neighborhood or community? Are you able to help support others in some way? Can you see how beautiful the sky is or catch an amazing sunset? Beauty, abundance, it's literally all around you. Overflow isn't hiding, it's already here. You just need to recalibrate your focus to see it showing up in real time. The moment you stop obsessing over what's missing, you'll realize you are already surrounded by more than enough. Lack conditions you to count the gaps, whereas abundance teaches you to count the grace. The ability to shift your focus away from what you think is missing to focusing in on all the ways more is already showing up in your life. You'll see, feel, hear, and touch abundance in new and incredible ways. And when you start moving like abundance is your standard, everything aligns to meet you there. So here's your reminder: lack doesn't get to lead you anymore. Overflow is your new frequency. And the moment you decide to operate from that truth, you'll realize it was never out of reach. My beautiful friend, you are not stuck because you're failing. You are stuck because you've been living in a loop that kept you safe. But you are not in survival mode anymore. You are not the woman who has to hustle for her worth. You are the woman who breathes, aligns, and receives. Overflow isn't something you chase. It's something you are a match for. And today, that starts with swiping right and you deciding, I am done letting lack lead me. I'm done performing for abundance. I am choosing overflow as my new normal. You are not broken. You are becoming. This is the day you rise out of survival and smooth on into alignment. Overflow has never really been something that you had to chase. It's always been about who you are being, not what you're doing. You are not here to earn your way into peace. You are not here to hustle your way into love. You are not here to prove your way into abundance. You are simply here to align, to move through life like a woman who already knows her worth, to open your arms to receive without guilt, without overthinking, and certainly without shrinking. It's not about minimizing or ignoring what you desire. It's about amplifying your awareness of how much good you already have and all the good that's already flowing to you. The version of you who lives in overflow isn't a future fantasy. She's already within you. She's the part of you that's been quietly waiting for you to choose her. So, this is your moment to declare it. I'm moving like overflow is my standard because it is. You are not the fixer. You are not the chaser. You are the vibe. You are the magnet. You are the overflow. So, take a breath, unclench your hands and your spirit, and step into the alignment that's already yours right here. And I'm right here with you, friend, cheering for every bold, beautiful move you make because this era, it belongs to you. And just like that, queen, another layer of your glow up activated. But don't just listen, live it, because main character energy isn't just a vibe, it's a decision. And you just made it. Want to keep this energy going? If something in today's episode hit home, don't keep it to yourself. Fix another queen's crown. Share it, review it, or send it on with love. Whatever feels aligned. Your words, your stars, they help this message reach even more hearts and many more glow-ups. When you share this show, you are not just spreading encouragement, you are reminding another woman she always had the power. We are rewriting stories, raising standards, and showing the world what empowered love really looks like. So remember, when you show up for you first, everything else aligns. Until next time, walk in your power, love out loud, and keep showing up like the main character you were born to be. Say it with me now. I am the main character of my life. I lead with love and I rise on purpose. All right now, friend, let's go. Your era isn't coming, it's arrived. And you already know how we do it around here. We don't settle, we shine. All because together we can encourage over everything.